It was the start of the long Memorial Day weekend. After months of begging, Harper finally convinced Liam and Wyatt to leave the city behind for a deep woods camping trip in the remote sections of the Apalachicola National Forest in Florida. By the time they arrived at their clearing, night had completely fallen. The towering pines and Spanish moss draped over the oak trees created long, eerie shadows under the moonlight. They set up their tents, cracked open a few beers, and started grilling over an open campfire. "See, I told you guys," Harper said, tossing another log onto the fire. "You wanted to stay home and play video games, and look at this. It's beautiful." Liam smirked, leaning back in his camp chair. "It's beautiful now, Harp. But wait until the woods go dead quiet. You're the one who usually panics when a raccoon knocks over a trash can." "One, please," Harper laughed, shaking her head. "I'm braver than both of you combined." "We'll see about that when the campfire dies out," Wyatt teased. Around midnight, exhaustion caught up with Harper. She said her goodnights and unzipped her tent, leaving the boys outside finishing their drinks. Shortly after, Liam and Wyatt turned in as well. For around 2:30 a.m., Harper was jolted awake. The forest was dead silent, no crickets, no owls, nothing. Then, she heard it. It wasn't a raccoon. It was a deep, guttural growl that sounded unnaturally heavy, followed by the wet, heavy thud of footsteps circling her tent. Panic seizing her chest, she unzipped her flap, bolted across the clearing, and burst into the boys' tent. "Liam! Wyatt! Wake up!" she hissed, her voice trembling. Liam rubbed his eyes, groggy. "Harp! What's wrong?" "There's something out there. It was right outside my tent. It sounded huge. Like a bear, but wrong." Wyatt let out a muffled laugh. "Seriously? Miss Braver Than Both of You is losing it over a stray dog?" "I'm not kidding, Wyatt. Something is wrong." Harper's eyes were wide with genuine terror. Seeing that she was actually hyperventilating, Liam's demeanor changed. He grabbed his heavy-duty tactical flashlight. All right. Hey, stay here. Wyatt and I will go check the perimeter and make sure the food bins are secure. Just lock yourself in here." Harper sat in the pitch-black tent, clutching her knees to her chest. 10 minutes passed. Then 20. Then 30. The silence outside was deafening. "Liam? Wyatt?" she whispered into the dark. No response. She pulled out her iPhone to text them, but the screen read no service. The isolation felt like a physical weight crushing her. Unable to sit there anymore, she grabbed Wyatt's spare flashlight, unzipped the tent, and stepped into the freezing night air. The campfire was nothing but glowing, dying embers. "Guys! Come on, this isn't funny anymore," she yelled, her voice echoing through the pines. "If this is a prank, you won, okay? I'm scared. Just come out." Only the rustling of leaves answered her. She shone her flashlight into the dense tree line. The beam cut through the fog until it hit the base of a massive live oak tree. Her breath hitched. There, Splashed across the pale bark was a violent streak of fresh, dark blood. Dropped on the ground beneath it was Liam's flashlight, its lens shattered, and Wyatt's torn flannel jacket. There were no signs of a struggle, no tracks just the remnants of her friends, swallowed by the dark. From the canopy directly above her, she heard it again. The same wet, guttural growl she had heard from her tent, followed by the sickening sound of something heavy shifting on a branch right over her head. Harper didn't look up. She screamed, dropped her flashlight, and ran. She sprinted through the briars and branches, tearing her clothes, her heart hammering against her ribs. She reached the dirt pull-off where her Jeep Wrangler was parked, fumbled wildly with the keys, and threw herself inside, slamming the locks down. As she slammed her foot on the gas, the tires spun into the mud before gripping the gravel road. In her rearview mirror, the headlights caught a brief glimpse of a massive, impossibly tall silhouette stepping out from the tree line, watching her drive away. Speeding down the dark highway toward civilization, tears streamed down her face as she gripped the steering wheel. "I'm sorry," she sobbed into the empty car. "I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have made us come here."